What happens when a two-time Olympic gold medalist walks into a Broadway theater and never emotionally walks back out? You get one of the most unexpectedly wholesome celebrity moments of the entire year. And trust me, you're going to want every single detail. Alysa Liu, the 20-year-old figure skating prodigy who had just dominated the Winter Olympics in Milan with not one but two gold medals for the United States, decided to trade the ice rink for the theater on a seemingly ordinary Tuesday evening, March 3rd. And what unfolded over the next few hours was anything but ordinary. Fresh off her exhilarating Olympic triumph, Alysa snagged a seat, or quite possibly received a complimentary ticket because, let's be honest, Olympic champions attract a generous amount of perks. To witness Oh Mary, the boundary-pushing dark comedy that had been captivating New York City audiences since its debut in July of the previous year. She strolled into the venue like any other wide-eyed theater-goer, completely unaware that this particular evening was about to permanently alter the course of her passions. Before diving into the jaw-dropping backstage moments, it's worth taking a breath to acknowledge just how remarkable Oh Mary truly is. Conceived by the brilliantly inventive Cole Escola, who scooped up a Tony Award for his extraordinary contributions to the production, the show reimagines the turbulent life of Mary Todd Lincoln during the harrowing days preceding President Abraham Lincoln's assassination, treating the entire ordeal as an outrageous, irreverent dark comedy. It's historically grounded yet shamelessly hilarious, emotionally layered yet wildly entertaining, and it has absolutely shattered every expectation Broadway audiences ever held about what a theatrical production could be. Now enters Simu Liu, yes, the Marvel powerhouse best recognized for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the beloved Canadian sitcom Kim's Convenience, and his unforgettable turn in Greta Gerwig's cultural phenomenon Barbie, who had joined the Oh Mary ensemble just 1 month prior to Alyssa's fateful visit, fulfilling his long-standing ambition of making his Broadway debut in the role of Mary Todd Lincoln's instructor, with his involvement extending through April 21st. Alysa was completely consumed by the performance from the very first scene, laughing so uncontrollably throughout the evening that she felt compelled to personally tell the cast afterward just how profoundly the show had moved her. And here's the part where the night transcended a simple theater outing and transformed into something genuinely magical. Rather than slipping out through the exit like most audience members, Alysa was escorted backstage, where the real enchantment began to take shape. She didn't breeze through for a quick photo opportunity and disappear into the New York night. Instead, she lingered, engaging warmly with every member of the cast, sharing laughter, swapping stories, and radiating an authenticity that immediately won over everyone in the room. According to sources who spoke with People magazine, the entire ensemble was utterly captivated by her presence, describing her as the most genuinely warm and enthusiastic person they had encountered, with the whole backstage crew instantly falling under the spell of her infectious energy. Then came the twist that absolutely no one anticipated. Among the familiar faces gathered backstage was Allison Hu, Simu's fiancée and a professional at Interscope Records, who, as fate would have it, had spent her earlier years as a competitive figure skater herself. The two women connected instantaneously, bonding over their shared history on the ice and exchanging numbers within minutes, with preliminary plans already forming for a casual skating outing together. The thought of a double Olympic gold medalist gliding across the rink alongside a former skater turned music industry executive is almost too delightful to process. Meanwhile, Simu, clearly not one to hover quietly on the periphery while his fiancée and an Olympic champion discovered their common ground, enthusiastically leaped into the festivities, mimicking skating jumps and spins right there in the backstage corridor, and in a moment of pure theatrical commitment, even executed a double mid-air rotation before dropping to one knee in the curtain call in a spirited tribute to Alyssa's craft. Alysa herself later admitted that prior to this extraordinary evening, the only Broadway production she had ever experienced was a touring version of The Lion King. But after witnessing Oh Mary in its full, unhinged glory, she declared herself completely and permanently hooked, already mapping out her return to New York to absorb as many theatrical productions as humanly possible. The night was capped off with a collaborative social media reel filmed with the cast, set to stateside by Pink Pantheress and Zara Larsson, which the official Oh Mary Instagram account shared alongside the perfectly crafted caption, "The American Theater called and Alysa Liu answered." Simu's comment on the post, "Just a bunch of lunatics," sent the internet into an absolute frenzy, and the entire episode swiftly became a viral sensation celebrated across every platform. The success of Oh Mary provides the ideal backdrop for this unforgettable evening. Since opening in July 2024, the production has obliterated records at the Lyceum Theater, a Broadway institution boasting 121 years of storied history, surpassing the $1 million single-week gross and then shattering it an additional 12 times, while simultaneously becoming the first production of the 2024-2025 Broadway season to fully recoup its entire initial investment. Tony Award winner John Cameron Mitchell, the creative visionary behind Hedwig and the Angry Inch, inhabits the role of Mary Todd Lincoln, while Tony Award-winning director Sam Pinkleton has ensured that every element of the production operates with meticulous precision and purpose. What Alysa Liu experienced on that Tuesday night is the purest distillation of what live theater has always promised its audiences, a space where strangers from entirely different universes collide, where unexpected friendships ignite, and where a 20-year-old figure skating champion can walk in as one version of herself and walk out as something gloriously, irrevocably more. She arrived at the theater as a decorated athlete and departed as a lifelong devotee of Broadway. And perhaps that, more than any gold medal, is the most enduring trophy she'll carry from this particular chapter of her extraordinary story.